Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlights, our morning get together live here on Facebook, where we giggle at the beginning and we giggle through the broadcast. Today is Wednesday, March 22nd, and it is a pleasure to see you. We have all kinds of news and goodies to share today. Today is a good day, news wise. There was a lot to choose from, so we're going to have a nice, juicy broadcast. But before we get started, as always, I want to welcome you to this morning's broadcast, especially those of you that are watching live for the first time. If that is the case, welcome. Let us know by writing the word new in your comment, and we'll be so very happy to give you a nice little welcome. If there's something really important that you wish to share with everyone, we will be so very happy to mention it during the second half, and it will be easier for us to find if you add a capital letter Q at the beginning of your comment. Are we good to go? Let's go. So I don't know if this is good or bad, but according to a recent study by Mexico's Center for Public Finance Studies, the municipalities of Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas are among the top municipalities in the country carrying debt. Mexico has a total of 2,469 municipalities in 31 states, and both our municipality and Bahía de Banderas are among the top 20. In case you're wondering which are the municipalities that carry the most debt in our country, the top 5 are Tijuana, Monterrey, Hermosillo, Guadalajara, and Zapopan. Now, won't you look at that? You're looking at a brand spanking new 100% electric bus, zero emissions, and it has arrived in our city, and it runs completely on electricity, and it will be used to introduce a pilot program in the Marina Vallarta route. Have you noticed how it's always Marina Vallarta that gets the better buses? Don't ask me why. Aside from not polluting the environment, the units are not nearly as noisy as their gas-run counterparts, and it is identical to the ones running successfully in Guadalajara and other metropolitan areas in the country. Hopefully, we'll see more of these arriving in the future. What happens when you begin a construction project in town without the proper environmental studies? That's easy. You get shut down. And this is what happened last week to eight real estate developments and one restaurant in Puerto Vallarta. They got shut down. Among them, Marina Residences, Distrito Natura, and second stages at Nima Bay and Soho Zen. And apparently the restaurant is located across from Plaza Lázaro Cárdenas. This is the second time since the beginning of the year that Profepa, which is the Environmental Protection Agency in Mexico, executes an operative resulting in the shutting down of construction projects in Bahía de Banderas. Now, it's only March, in Puerto Vallarta is already registering a 168% increase in cruise passenger arrivals. There's really nothing more to add to this news note, but if we take into account that the arrivals are also increasing by air and land, we can easily argue that Seapal is bound to keep quite busy in the coming months. Lots of caca water out there. Last but not least, and in case you are wondering, the teenage girl that bullied a schoolmate to death a couple of weeks ago near Mexico City is now awaiting trial. And if convicted, she could go to jail for anything between 6 months to 15 years. Tómala. I tell you, bullying is not a good thing, not at all. But what could be a good thing is the weather forecast. Let's have a look. That was a bad segue. I didn't plan well for that. Anyhow, you probably think this sunshine means things are starting to look up for you. They're not. Now, that is our weatherman having attitude as usual. It's 28 degrees right now. Humidity is at 40%. And for those of you that handle Fahrenheit units, our temperature at present time is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The weather forecast for today says clear through the day with a high of 30 and a low of 20. And tomorrow, Thursday, another clear day with a high of 32 and a low of 19. And then on Friday, another clear day with a high of 31 and a low of 18. Moving right along, have I told you guys that you are awesome lately? Yesterday, we needed five subscriptions, not subscriptions. Yes, we needed 5 people to click subscribe on our YouTube channel for us to reach 2,600 subscribers. So I posted a little something on Facebook, and what do you know? We got there and we got an additional 7 subscribers. So you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for your support. As you know, I don't keep much track of these numbers because our goal here at Coffee and Headlines has never been to get a ton of viewers. We're not looking for quantity, we are looking for quality. And there's certainly so many English-speaking locals here in Puerto Vallarta. So I'm happy with the numbers. But I was quite amazed to learn, YouTube also informed me, that as of 13 days ago, well, now 14 days ago, you have watched 100,000 hours of Coffee and Headlines or walking tours or this, that, and the other. So we must be doing something right, and I appreciate that. Once again, thank you, as always, for all your support and for making this community as nurturing as it is. Moving right along, the Department of Culture celebrated spring equinox yesterday with some kind of a shindig that we didn't see advertised anywhere. But in case you wanted to know, the celebrations will be continued today starting at noon. This is right outside of the Department of Culture on Isla Rio Cuale. I checked their events page, and they haven't posted an event since 2021. I know I say this frequently, but I'm always amazed at how people don't post more events on Facebook. It makes things easier to find for those of us that are looking to promote others, and certainly for those of us that are looking for more interesting things to do. And speaking of interesting things to do, now that the organizers have offered a press conference, we have more details on the upcoming taco festival that we announced a few days ago. We announced that there was a Facebook event, but this Facebook event did not have any details. Now we know, well, we already knew that it was going to take place on Saturday, April 8th at Parque Hidalgo. We know now that there will be a large variety of tacos, cocktails featuring artisan spirit producers, craft beer, and much more. There is no specific information yet about any restaurants that will participate, but we also learned that this is the 6th edition of the festival. We learned that the festival will be free, and If you put A and B together, this will be this right on the Saturday of Semana Santa weekend. So you only you know if you want to hit the place. It's going to be a mob scene more than likely with visitors from other places. So I suggest you attend at your own risk. Um, this made me very happy. If you are heading to Guadalajara anytime soon, you will be happy to learn that an exhibition featuring works by Frida Kahlo, one of Mexico's most important cultural icons, has opened at the Guadalajara University Arts Museum, or MUSA. The exhibition is titled Kahlo Without Borders, and it honors the human behind the artist and a lesser known side of her life in a period near her death. So the exhibition not only features some of her work, but also journal entries, physician's notes, all kinds of personal items that were part of her final year. The exhibition was co-curated by Kahlo's great niece Cristina Kahlo and will be on display in Guadalajara until August 6th, affording ample time for us to schedule a trip to Guadalajara to check this out. This is going to be going on during my birthday trip, so I'm excited about that. And what else do we have? The United States National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, has revealed a map depicting the path of two upcoming solar eclipses that will be visible from the North American hemisphere. The first one, on October 14th of this year, will be a partial solar eclipse visible through parts of the United States. But the second one will be a total eclipse of the sun, taking place just over a year from today, on April 8, 2024. And based on this image, take a look down here. It will definitely be visible here in Puerto Vallarta. So how about a meet and greet on that day? We're all going to be wearing sunglasses. It will be between 2:20 and 2:25 p.m. So I think an afternoon cocktail party is a must for us to enjoy this natural phenomena a year from today. And last but not least, tomorrow is the big day. We're having our panel discussion with these wonderful artists, Raices, who just won their first prize in the So You Think You Can Rise competition. And this will be, I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm excited to know more about them. But I'm also excited about this business of doing panel discussions and having the opportunity to ask questions of people we want to learn more about. And I'm going to be very curious in the future whether this would be an interesting idea to use as a platform to get to know some of the visiting artists that come to Puerto Vallarta better, or perhaps some of the city's decision makers. Just an opportunity to ask questions about what's going on out there. You let me know what you think about the general idea. And of course, if you're planning to be there tomorrow, I look forward to seeing you. And if you're not, your opinions are as valuable as anybody else's. Moving right along, let's see what's going on out there. Lots of good mornings, which I appreciate very much, as always. Survived the wicked rainstorm yesterday. Trees down, power out, semi-trucks flipped. It was unbelievable. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know where this rain storm took place, but I hope you are okay, Kathy. Let's see what else. Bullying sucks. Yes, it does. But if the school administration was aware, that would be disturbing. Well, that's the sad part of this particular story, Paul. Apparently, the administration knew about it ahead of time, and only God knows how much or how little they did to act on it, and hopefully they will do more in the future. V says, thank you for sharing new restaurants in the Versalles area. We found a wonderful place recently, and it's called El Mesón de los Sabores on Vienna 159. Oh, wonderful. I am not familiar with this particular place, but I will definitely add it to my list of places to visit. El Mesón de los Sabores. If anybody has tried this place and would like to let us know how it went, we would love to hear about that. Uh, oh, that's funny. 90,000 of those 100,000 hours were me playing the What the Fuck parrot for friends. I love it. We love the What the Fuck parrot. It is a wonderful thing to have. Let's see. I think you mentioned this before, Barbara, but now it's good to know that these are the Nuevo Ixtran aguas termales, the spring waters. High points include fun drive through countryside, entertaining and informative guide, beautiful and clean seating, fabulous massages, and mud facial. Super company as well. You know, I'm not familiar with this particular company, Nuevo Ixtan, but I'm definitely going to look for it just to keep it in mind. Let's see. Thanks for the walking tour by Casa Kimberly. We enjoyed the info about history of the rest of the street. We have more walking tours coming soon. So thank you for that feedback, Jeff. That's the kind of feedback that I appreciate, just to keep going out there with my camera and recording device. Mateo's excited about a trip. I've never been to Playa del Carmen, but that sounds exciting. I hope you have a good time in the other side of the country. Thank you for letting us know. Let's see what else. There's a queue. Rod says, were those businesses that were shut down in Bahia de Banderas? I don't know, Rod. What I told you is what I could extract from the article. And there was no other information provided. And let's see. That brings us to the end of the comments today. That went by really quickly. Hot Springs trip was through Hands Health. Once again, entities that I'm not familiar with, but I'm happy to do some more research. Thank you for the tip, Barbara. I hope your courses and classes are going well. For those of you that don't know, Barbara teaches all kinds of handcrafting things. And it's always wonderful to see how you have been announcing your things in Facebook events. This, my friends, very quickly brings us to the end of today's broadcast. I'm excited about the rest of the week. I have a couple of fun events to look forward to. I'm excited about the weekend because our favorite Power family is coming back to television for its final season. And you know exactly who we're talking about. And what else am I excited about? I'm just excited about being able to be here every day with you, except for Sundays, of course. So this brings us to the end. Thank you so very much to everyone for watching, and I hope to see you again tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, sometime in the near future. Have a great day.